Hi everyone, welcome to Accelerando Piano. I'm Jane Trotter. Today's tutorial is all about clarifying the terms beat, meter, and the rhythm. It can be really easy to confuse or interchange these terms, so it's important to understand the concepts and the terminology. I'm not going to delve too deeply into beat and meter in this video, as I've got a separate companion tutorial which focuses on these two elements, along with time signatures. Actually, if you haven't done so already, I'd strongly recommend that you check out that tutorial first before this one. Today's video will stand alone, but you'll be in a much better position to gain the most out of it if you've previously watched Metre and Time Signatures explained. Okay, time for a brief overview of beat and meter. In simple terms, the beat is the underlying pulse of the music. Like your heartbeat, it's regular and steady. The beat is what you would tap your foot along with when you're enjoying listening to a piece. Meter is described as a regular repeating pattern of strong and weak beats. We can count how many beats are occurring within the pattern, as I've done in these examples. In the music, we add a vertical line called a bar line to signify where the start of each pattern occurs. By doing this, we divide the music into bars or measures. Notice that the strong beat is always coming at the beginning of each bar. It's beat 1. To convey all of this information and bring it together simply and clearly, we add a time signature at the start of the piece. This tells you how many beats there are in a bar. It consists of two numbers. The top number tells you the number of beats in a bar, and the bottom number tells you the type of beat. In other words, what note value receives one beat. 3/4, for example, will be strong, weak, weak, strong, weak, weak. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that was Waltz of the Flowers by Tchaikovsky. 4/4 would be strong, weak, 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 strong, weak, weak, weak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that was Bizet's Toreador song. Okay, so we know about beat, we know about meter, we know about time signatures and how they reflect the number of beats in the bar and the patterning of strong and weak beats. So, how does the rhythm fit in with all of this? Here's a definition for rhythm. Put simply, the rhythm is the organization of notes and rests of different lengths. In other words, the different, or sometimes repeating, combinations of long or short sounding notes and silences in the music. Let's do a deep dive into this little piece I've made up to show you what I mean. Here's my rhythm in 3/4. I've written it all on one note on the stave, so there's no melody involved. We're just focusing on the length of the notes. Above the stave in light blue, I've added in the beats. Because the time signature is 3/4, we have 3 crotchet beats per bar. And you would count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's play the rhythm through by itself and I'll count along. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can hear and see that the notes are different lengths. Some are longer and some are shorter. And there were some rests where I didn't make any sound at all. Now I'm going to put the metronome on and it will play the beat. I've set it so there's a little bell ringing on the first beat of each bar. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can hear that there is absolutely no variation in the beat. It's regular, rock solid, and all the beats are exactly the same length. We don't have some beats which last longer or shorter than the others. Let me demonstrate how not to count the beat. I'm going to have a regular pulse at the start, and then my beats are going to become very uneven and irregular. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need time to recover. That is a sure way to raise a music teacher's blood pressure. Okay, let's now play the rhythm and the beat at the same time. Listen out for the steady, unwavering pulse of the metronome. That's our beat. And I'll play my rhythm. You can hear, compared to the beat, that some of my notes last longer than one beat and some are shorter. And sometimes I don't play anything at all. I have a rest. Let's check that out in a bit more detail. I'm going to focus on the second half of the piece. Take a look at the first bar and the pink ovals. On the first beat, I have 4 very short notes called semiquavers, and all of these fit into the first beat. More short notes fit into the third beat, but here there are only 2 quavers. So the beat is dividing into 2 rather than 4, as in the first beat. Let's listen to that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. These examples are instances where there are multiple notes in the rhythm fitting into a single beat. Now, let's look at the last bar and my yellow oval. This is the reverse. Here, there are multiple beats fitting into a single note. The dotted minim lasts for 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. My green oval is an example of the rests. A rest is a silence in music, so nothing is sounding on the particular beat or beats. In this bar, you can see that there are rests on the first 2 beats. So you'd keep counting your beats as usual, but you don't play anything. 1, 2, 3. And lastly, let's take a look at the first 2 bars. You've probably heard and seen these bars enough times now to guess where I'm going with this, but just for fun, do you notice anything about these 2 bars? Yes, that's right. They have exactly the same rhythm, with the second bar repeating what was presented in the first. Repetition like this is quite a common compositional technique, as it helps to establish a sense of unity and structure within a piece. In fact, if you investigate some of your own pieces, you'll almost certainly find examples similar to this. Okay, to finish off, let's do a quick recap of all of these terms. Beat is the regular underlying pulse of the music. Metre is the regular and recurring pattern of strong and weak beats represented in the music by the time signature, which tells you how many beats there are in a bar. In other words, the number of beats contained within the strong-weak pattern. For example, 4/4 equals strong, weak, weak, weak. 1, 2, 3, 4. And finally, the rhythm, the organisation of notes and rests of different lengths. Well, there was an awful lot there to unpack, and I hope today's tutorial has helped you to clarify those terms. As you probably gathered, they're all very much interrelated. Remember, if you want to explore metre and time signatures in more detail, I've got a companion tutorial which focuses on those topics. So be sure to check that out too.